What's up everyone, this is Duana aka Glamazon1026 and welcome back to the Glam Room. Today we are filming Vlogmas episode 4, which is my sweater weather Christmas nails tutorial. So here's my nails. I just took off my sculpted stiletto set. The cuticles look terrible, so I'm going to use this cuticle eliminator on them. I'm going to show you guys a little bit how I prep my nails before putting on tips or sculpted nails or acrylic. I'm just going to push back those cuticles and take up any dead skin that is on the nail plate with this, I guess it's called a cuticle pusher, I don't know. Then I'm going to take this cuticle nipper and clip any of that excess dead skin off. I have a lot of cuticles, I don't know why, but it's just a lot there, so I got to take it all off. Finally, I'm going in with this cuticle clean bit to remove any other debris that is on the nail plate so that the acrylic can stay nice and snug and we won't get any lifting. Now I'm just going to go over the nail surface with this file so that we can take off any shine. This also helps prep the nail. And now I'm going in with the Model 1's Nail Prep Dehydrator, the gelish Pro Bond primer, and then the Orly Bonder rubberized base coat. So today we're going to be using the crystal clear acrylic powder from Nail Supply Glamour, the classic nude from Valentino's number 160, and some red glitter that I got from Amazon, and then also these Candy Lover gel polishes. So we're starting with these nail forms. I'm going to show you how I sculpt a coffin shaped nail. So you just kind of put that sticker there and slide your nail in, pinch the bottom, don't pinch the top, and then form it around your finger so that it stays nice and tight. And when you're doing a stiletto, you pinch the top, but when you're doing a coffin, you leave it open and it gives you a really nice C-curve. Taking the Mia Secret acrylic monomer, and I'm going to use the clear acrylic to begin to sculpt this nail. I'm only going to show you one because we did a whole sculpting video before. But I'm going to put it down right on the free edge of my nail and the form so that we have like a nice little bond. I'm going to wait for a little while for it to get a little bit less juicy. And then we're just going to use the body of the brush to shape the sidewalls as well as stretch that acrylic to the end of the form. I want these nails long, but not very, very long. I like making them longer than I need to so that when I cut them or file them, they're the length that I want them, so I don't end up with too short nails. So I just put another bead of acrylic down there, and I'm just pulling that all the way to the edge of the form. When I'm finished with that, I'm going to go and do a second bead on the nail plate. I guess that's what it's called. Then I'm going to use the tip of that brush to push it back towards the cuticle. I'm doing these pretty thin because we're going to be doing acrylic design on top and I don't want the nails to come out too fat. I'm going to use a little bit more acrylic just so that I can get the nail as flat as possible. Like I said before, I want them thin, but I don't want them too thin. And then we're finished with that. So this is how the whole hand looks when we're done. Now we're going to take off the nail forms. So you just pinch the bottom and pull them off. Pinch and pull. And this is how it looks before I've done anything. Now, a lot of people do their designs while they're on the nail form, but I like taking them off because I'm not a pro yet, and so I always have little extra pieces of acrylic at the bottom, and I like to cut them off and shape it before I start with my acrylic design because I just feel like it'll be easier to file and like semi-shape it now versus shaping when everything is on. You can see I'm just cutting that little jagged piece off and filing them so that they're nice and coffin-y. I'm also going to clip these down a little bit. And then when we're finished, we'll start the design. So this is the nails all prepped, ready for the Christmas design that I'm going to be putting on them. I think they look pretty good. I wanted to show you guys this because usually I draw out how I want my nails to be to make sure they look aesthetically pleasing. It didn't end up looking like this, but I usually try and do that so I make sure I don't mess up and have to start over because it looks stupid or something. Especially if I'm doing a lot of different types of nails. So since we're going to be using this Valentino 160, it's very pigmented and it colors the monomer, so I'm going to put it in this tiny dapping dish and not pollute my big dapping dish. This is just one bead of acrylic. This is amazing. It's so pigmented. I'm going to put, I think, one more bead or two more beads on. I'm not sure, just to, you know, build that nail up. That's the second bead. And I'm going to put another one, I believe, a small one at the base for the cuticle. Yep, right there. And then I'm going to go in and fill in the tip because it's a little bit thin at the tip. So I'm just going to put a little bit more of that and blend it backwards. I'm also going to do that red on the middle finger. Now I'm going to go in with the Classic Nude from Valentino, and I'm going to put this down on the ring finger and on the thumb. And now I'm not going to put the whole thing in Classic Nude. I'm going to kind of sculpt it into a V shape because we're going to do those like V-shape acrylics. I don't know exactly what they're called, but you've seen them and you're going to see them now. This probably was the hardest nail to do. I thought the sweater nail was going to be really hard, but this was the hardest nail. Pointer finger is going to be a solid Classic Nude nail. I just thought that would be like a really nice palette cleanser for this set. So I think I used about 3 beads for the entire nail, which is pretty good for me. I'm really trying to work on my application, making sure that my cuticles aren't flooded, things like that. I really am trying to get better. So now I'm going to pick up that red glitter with a little bit of clear, and I'm just going to place it down all over the nail. This is going to be a red and nude ombre nail. And I'm literally just patting the glitter on and then dragging some big pieces down to make it look like it started and then just like really got thick towards the end, and then also trying to drag some little pieces of glitter down as well. Once I did that nail, I decided that I wanted to go in and make the pinky completely glitter because I was like, this glitter is pretty. I want more of it. I really wanted a full glitter nail, but I wasn't going to do it, but then I ended up doing it anyway. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. So now that that is dry, I'm capping it in clear acrylic. I'm also going to cap the fully red nail, which is the middle finger and the pointer finger, because when I'm filing, I don't want any of the glitter to come off and I don't want any of the red pigment to come off. I think this is the best encapsulation I've done thus far, so I'm happy about that. Now I'm going to file down the V just to make sure it's nice and sharp so that once we put the red acrylic on it, we have a nice sharp V. Once that dries, I'm going to use the E-file to take off the excess red polish, and what we should be left with is a perfect V. I'm showing you guys my right hand because this hand came out way better than my left hand, which is strange because I'm right-handed, but I think at this point I had gotten in a groove and I kind of knew what I was doing, so it came out a little bit better than the right-handed. I mean the left-handed. Once the nails are all filed and shaped, we're going in with the Candy Lover matte top coat and the Glitterbels shiny top coat. And then we're going to put that into the lamp for 60 seconds. The matte top coat is on the middle finger. That's the one where we're going to be doing the sweater nail. So we're going to matte it out. And it's a really nice contrast between the glitter and the shiny versus the matte sweater. So now we're going to mix those two gel polishes that we had, the red and the gray. I'm just going to use like a dollop of gray, and then I'm going to get some red on there. I just wanted to mix it a little bit to make sure that it matched, and then once I did find out that it was a good match, I made some more. So you're going to see a little bit more on the little stone once it's time to make the sweater nail. So I got this 5-pack of Beetle nail art brushes from Amazon specifically for this, and I'm taking the longest one that they have in there to make the first line down the side of the nail. I was really scared, y'all. This was scary. So I was like, it's gonna be wobbly, it's gonna be whack, but it came out pretty good. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm sorry that this is out of frame. So now we're going to make the cable knit that's in the middle, and I'm going to start off with 2 lines right next to each other and then 2 lines right below it. And I'm going to cross the first one on the left with the second one on the right in a diagonal pattern. This is going to go in and out of focus. I'm not sure why. But we're going to keep on doing that all the way down. So we're going to take one from the left and cross it over to the right. And this design actually came out really good, but when you see it, it's going to be flat because I was scared to go over it more. I thought I was going to mess it up. So it's not as raised as I would have liked, but it actually does really look good, like a sweater nail. So if you guys can't see it, I am very, very sorry. We're going to do that all the way down the center of the nail. And when we get to the end, we're going to take some more gel polish on that brush. And then just make light strokes on the sides, on both sides. This is all being done in real time because I feel like this is why you guys came, so here I am, not speeding it up and showing you guys. Alright, and so we're going to do that same thing on the other side. And when we're finished, we are going to take out the Valentino acrylic and then this spatula and use that to just go over the gel polish without curing it. And it's spraying everywhere because I had my fan on. It was hot because of all the lights. I didn't think this through. So now there's red everything everywhere in my makeup room, which is sad. And you can't even wipe it because then it smears. So once you finish that, you put it in the gel lamp for 60 seconds and then take a cleanup brush with some alcohol and just use that to clean the excess powder off. And you should have a pretty decent sweater nail. Now, you see what I'm saying? It's kind of flat. It's kind of flat because I didn't go over it again with the pen, but that's how it looks. I think it's pretty cute. Now we're going to take our Loved by Verdi cuticle oil, put that on our cuticles, and rub that in and prepare for our final shot. Look at those apexes, y'all. I did a good job with this. I really did a good job with this set. All right, here it is. This is our sweater weather Christmas nails. They look so good. I'm so proud of them. And I went to the supermarket and I went to the beauty supply store and I got a lot of compliments on them. So I'm really proud of myself. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Vlogmas, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you can be a part of the Glam Fam and know exactly when I upload. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Glamazon1026. I'll see you in my next video.